Hi everybody, welcome to TimeOut Podcast with Oli and Vens.
Yes, sir.
We are not airing at the regular set time due to technical difficulties, but we still here this week, so that's a plus. Um, we got a lot of things to discuss, so you already know, man. Oh, how you been? How's your week? How's everything?
Life is both whooping my ass and I am simultaneously getting blessed by the Lord all in one week.
It's usually like that, bro. It's usually like that,
I'm taking hits
and
and catching blessings.
all I can tell you is in your darkest hour, that's when your light shine the brightest. So keep pushing, man.
Man, you don't even know the half of it. you
Keep,
you only you
keep,
only know you only know what I told you when we were talking earlier. Man,
yeah. But bro, I got to like I told you, keep pushing, man. So basketball. Your boy TA is claiming that it's not Clint Capella.
that's not my boy. That's your team.
That's not my boy.
That's your boy. That's your center. Okay, when y'all signed him and you were like, he could be good. I'm like, really?
I
Him?
said I said we needed a big. I mean, we
I
did
got one.
bet we could have done far worse than him. Knowing the Lakers.
Uh,
The Lakers are giving playtime to that dude that they acquired in the trade for Luka.
Man,
Uh,
I'll take a G League talent before I take DeAndre Ayton, man. DeAndre Ayton as a pisses me off. He pisses me off, man.
oh man.
He's you know who he's like? He's like the Rashad McCants of centers. He doesn't have Rashad McCants' ego, but he's a bust. Like he came into the league with so much talent as a
But
center, and it's like, oh, so for the people who don't know what's what, DeAndre Ayton, starting center for the Los Angeles Lakers. Uh,
starting center, yep.
yeah, we don't know for how long. Has been a inconsistent player who has failed to reach his potential, but talks like he deserves more and more opportunities. Um, He shows a lack of effort on defense, a lack of urgency and attention to detail on offense, all while complaining that he is being asked to do less or he is being restricted by his team. And he compared himself to another player that I don't really like, but he don't complain though. He don't Clint Capella. He compared himself to Clint Capella, and he was like, "The Lakers are trying to make me. They wanted me to be Clint Capella." After the one time he finally put up a double double, a 20-point double double performance, that's when he wants
After,
to.
yeah. But Clint Capella, if we had Clint Capella, we
It'd be better
wouldn't
for
be
you
in
guys.
this. It will be better. Yeah, it
No,
will
it
be
would be
better
better
for
for you
us.
guys because for all the things like to me, the only thing I don't like about Clint Capella is they're like, oh, he's got all this skill, he's got all this stuff, and they only remember the one game where he he put up a stat line that only Shaq and someone else that I can't remember put up. The stat line that got him paid, the stat line that gave him $100 million
Hmm.
contract when he was with the Houston Rockets. And to me, I was like, that was like an anomaly because to me, it just didn't look pretty. Whenever he tried to dive into that bag again, it really didn't work out for him. And if it were not for James Harden, I don't think we'd really be talking about Clint Capella in the first place. Clint Capella was one of the I call him a spoon fed player. Not to be disrespectful, but he just as but yeah, still showed more effort on the glass and on defense than DeAndre Ayton ever had. Ever had. DeAndre Ayton, to put it in perspective, people, has played with some of the greatest playmakers of all time. Some of the greatest players of all time. He played with Devin Booker, Chris Paul. Not even he couldn't even be bothered to improve with Chris Paul on his team. A pick and roll point guard, the last of his kind. He couldn't do that with. Then you get to then for before we even reach the Lakers, right? Since you complain about being compared to Clint Capela, they send you to Portland.
That was supposed to be your team.
That was supposed to be you. Sure, they got Anthony Simons, but let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Come on.
Epic fail.
Come on. You mean to tell me Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant are gonna take over? Are gonna take over your spot as potentially the best player on a struggling Portland Trailblazers team? On a mid Portland Trailblazers team. You would tell me you couldn't assert yourself as the number one option, a number one pick, mind you. You can do that then. Then to come to the Lakers and be like, they want me to play like Clint Capela. You've played worse than Clint Capela for years now. What are we doing?
That was Capela's reply to him. Capela was like, "You got two of the best floor general in the game, my dog. Lock in." And if you were playing like Clint Capela, your stat line will have been crazy every night because they will be feeding you the ball
every night. So it's like I don't understand that they have to put a specific juice or whatever in your water bottle and call it drunk juice, like it's
like
Michael Jordan. This
like
is not Space Jam. This is not
like
Space
Space
Jam.
Jam.
Not Michael. What
they
are
have
we
to
doing?
print a certain shirt for you.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Honestly, I think at this point, the trouble is not even worth the result.
It was never worth it. When y'all got him, I was like,
I mean, for me, it was like we needed a big, maybe,
but not that big. Specifically,
honestly, bro, I was like, maybe he can be okay for us. But looking at it right now, I was like,
and it's not the Lakers' only problem, but he is a part of the problem. The other problem is, somebody's got to talk to Luka, and yeah, this is the same song and dance that we did in Dallas and all this other stuff. But seriously, somebody's got to stress to this man Luka that you cannot be complaining to the refs and looking for foul calls and doing all this X, Y, and Z. It's not going to work. It puts your team at a disadvantage. The team's already poorly structured around you in the first place. They can't hide you on defense anymore. So if they can't hide you on defense, you can't be complaining to the refs when a call doesn't go your way on the other end.
So you're telling me I support two teams with the same problem? Real Madrid and Lakers. We have two players always complaining to the refs.
Yeah. With Luka and LeBron, and to the LeBron thing, I hate that. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. People are gonna blame LeBron for everything. You know what I'm saying? He was hurt. The team was playing well. He came back. When he came back, the team was playing well. But people are gonna forget that. They're gonna forget that, and especially right now with the losing, they're gonna forget that. And they're gonna be like, LeBron is the problem. Blame LeBron.
People always forget things, man. I don't think Austin Reeves is playing at the same level he was playing before.
And that hurt them because when he got hurt, he created a hole. He created a hole for the team, and that wasn't good for them. But I will say this though, I do want to see the Lakers try something. I want to see the Lakers try LeBron with the second unit and leave Luka and Austin Reeves with the first unit for a couple games.
So you want LeBron to come off the bench?
Absolutely. Just so I could see, because this is gonna do two things for me. It's gonna allow me to see how LeBron plays when he doesn't have Reeves and Luka, and then it's gonna allow me to see how Luka and Austin Reeves play with each other when they don't necessarily have to defer to LeBron, and it's gonna allow me to see what's different sets JJ Redick could run too, because I think it could make make JJ's life a lot easier because now instead of having three players that you can't hide on defense all in the same lineup with Austin Reeves, Luka, and LeBron at this point in his career, let's be honest, LeBron is like he's a at this point he's a passable defender, but he's not the same defender he was years prior. So we'll get excited when we see a chase down block and all these other things, but those things happen in spurts. They don't happen consistently enough
Mhm.
when you compare them to the times where he's ball watching or compare it to the times where he's just not in rhythm enough to be a factor defensively. So I think LeBron moving to the second unit makes it so that you have, especially if you have a bunch of other defensive guys on the roster you surround him with on the second unit. Now, when you switch things up, you can hide him one player, and then with Luka and Austin, you just have him at the guard position, and for offensively, you just allow them to play amongst each other and allow them to make playmaking decisions. And also, I will say that my reaction and a lot of the blame LeBron stuff and um, it's over exaggerated a little bit because did you know Luca was a bad defender before the trade?
Uh, I had a feeling.
Of course, he was a terrible defender before the trade. Did you
Yeah.
know Luca complained to the refs before the trade?
Facts. Yeah, we all knew that.
Okay, did you know that Luca had shape problems before the trade?
He worked on that. But we
So
knew.
it's, so it's like, what didn't we know before the trade?
Yeah, but with all that, though, Luka was still one of the greats.
He's still it. Like in the loss last night, he dropped 40. It's
40.
just
Yeah.
is so it's not. And this goes back to when the Lakers had Russell Westbrook too, where the my issue with that franchise, with that fan base too, is they will rely on big name players and big name talent, regardless of chemistry, regardless of team construction. The
Mhm.
team as built is not a championship team, and y'all haven't had a capable championship team since 2020.
Mhm.
You have a team that can make the postseason, but you don't have a championship contending team, and you haven't had one since you decided to get Westbrook. And it hurt Westbrook because even though he would have moments when he was playing well and played relatively awful, he played awful because the roster wasn't constructed to his strengths at all. No matter how many times you could say, "Oh, he had LeBron, he had this, he had that," the his role in the roster was not conducive to his success. And even now, with the team constructed to be Luka's team, because he is their best player,
Mhm.
you don't have guys on defense who are capable of playing defense, and you have LeBron
No,
on,
we're missing that. We're missing that.
which is crazy because at one point Vando was your defender. You guys got Marcus Smart on the team. His whole thing, he got a defensive player of the year somehow.
Mhm. But
So
you have to think about it. Vendo has been injured a lot. Jake LaRavia, not LaRavia, Marcus Smart is older, pushing 37. So it's not the same. Those are guys like uh we don't have like any 3 and D guy that are consistent.
you drafted
So
one, but then you went and tried to trade him, and then his
is
chemistry and
yeah,
confidence went down to
mental
the
was
gutter.
fucked up all the way. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Your franchise is just a terrible franchise that is poorly run uh,
Bro, honestly,
by arrogant people who are trying their
I'm
hardest to
just
support
here. I'm
arrogant
just
fans.
here to until LeBron retires.
And truthfully, um, to mention the LeBron, oh, blame LeBron for everything thing. I think the Lakers. I truly think the Lakers are in a position where if they do decide to trade LeBron, um, at some point, or if they let him walk away, if the weather, like I see the Lakers parting with LeBron just because of his contract, because his contract doesn't leave room for the team to improve. Uh,
Mhm.
to go get guys that they can sign with just to surround Luca, and that's a problem that they had to address. They had to address that problem, and they haven't been able to because you have
So
Luca.
wait, you think LeBron is getting waived next off season?
Not waived, but I don't think they bring him back. I think he is going to be
Even
forced.
you don't think he will take a veteran minimum to come?
No,
I think he might.
I don't think so.
Because if he goes to Cleveland, that's what he will have to take.
That's assuming he goes back there. So Brown, he
Whereas
could go. He could go. He could go anywhere. Like when he was
no, not
leaving,
the we don't want LeBron and the Clippers, bro. Please.
I didn't say the Clippers. I'm just saying he could go. He could go play. He could go play wherever he could retire for all we know. We still don't know that.
Well,
So
true, yeah.
it's like that contract of his is like a speed bump when it comes to the Lakers being able to find talent to surround Luca with. Because essentially, now that they have Luca on the roster, as long as they have Luca on the roster, they have to build around him in a way where they can make up for his lack of defense while also supporting his playmaking talents.
I'm thinking next season he will take a veteran minimum and they will be able to sign those guys because those guys will help him too and they can make a push.
I don't see that happening. There's also rumors that the team are having chemistry issues now, and now you're starting to see the pictures of like LeBron and Luca are not high fiving each other as much. They're sitting on the opposite sides of the like Luca's on one side, LeBron's on the other side. Luca, LeBron, and Austin Reeves are now side eyeing each other. Now you're starting to see all that BS come into play. When you're winning, it don't matter, but when you're losing, suddenly everybody has a microscope and can read lips
Yeah,
and this other
but
stuff.
will be I
But
don't
it's
know,
not a good
man.
fit though. It's not a good fit. Like they need to move on from. I say move on from Vando. The Marcus Smart experiment did not work. It's too
Mm-mm.
old. Move on from.
Moving from Jake LaRavia at this point. I was hype on him, but
No, no, because
move
that's
on.
another thing that y'all suck at developing talent, and this is why, man. This I might be crazy for saying this, but you guys have you guys are like the Miami Heat in this way, where you have a lot of talent in your second team in the G League team in the pipeline, and they're playing great with each other right now. They're hooping. But then when it comes to sending up to the big teams and putting them in position to actually develop within the first team, you don't do that. And it's not just a problem with you guys, but you guys are one of the biggest teams to have that problem. And
But
I just feel like
when they are put in position to win in big teams, they are scared to take the ball and run with it.
that's a coaching thing. That's coaching. You got to be able to instill confidence in your players. But we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. I'm not sound no. I'm not sounding the fire JJ Redick alarm bells, but he did lose the last game, the game against the Suns. JJ Redick, he definitely lost you guys that game because he kept Deandre Ayton in the game for way too long. Way too. He kept that bum in the game for way too long.
I wasn't watching that game.
It
I watched the Boston game. I was pissed. I'm like I'm not watching any Lakers game. I'm not watching the next three games.
That was bad. And then I'll say this too. It was also on Luca too because Luca had a final go ahead shot that he would take. So I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, it was too far for him." It's Luca. It's Luca. You've seen him take it without thinking. You've seen him take it, and
Mhm.
he hesitated. He hesitated, and he passed it to LeBron for the final shot. So I don't know what that was about. They came to LeBron at the end of the game, and LeBron was like, "That's something you'd have to ask Luca about," because in LeBron's head, he's like, this shouldn't be my team. I'm 41 years old. This should not be this should be you. This should be your show right now. You got the ball in your hands, final show. Make it. The play was drawn for him. Make it. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. All I know is JJ Redick has his hands full. He has his hands full. And after,
Do you think they make the playoffs?
yeah, Lakers can make the playoffs. It's just gonna be first round exit. Or if it gets
Uh,
bad and y'all make the play in, you guys lose in the play in. You guys are not a second round team. The only way you guys are a
Jesus.
second round team is if Austin Reeves starts playing like he did before he got hurt, and
I
and
think I think the losing streak is good for them. That's gonna give them some time to look inside, and then
losing streak is not good for a Lakers team. It's never been good for a Lakers team. You guys
eh,
implode.
I think that one is gonna make them because the thing is the trade deadline is already done, so they cannot do anything but
Exactly. But
play
that's why you got
better.
chemistry problems and finger pointing and losing streaks continuing and now we got to put a special name on a drink for a
Uh
trash center. Like we got to go above and beyond for a center who
can't give
thinks
you
he's way
results.
better than he actually is. And it's like if you can't play with the playmakers on this team after having a career where you've been supported and played with other great playmakers, well, where can you play? What team can you be on? If you couldn't
Yeah.
succeed in Portland, where that team realistically could have been where you as a number one option reassert yourself, if you couldn't do that there, where can you play? What do you actually want? If you want stuff to be easy for you, go to a like an overseas league or something. Not even overseas. He wouldn't even be able to do it in the Euro League with that mentality.
Yeah, this is
There's no
this
crunk juice in the Euro
it's
League.
done. I think it's done now. I think this deal is done. If the Lakers waive him or let him go in the summer, I don't think he lands anywhere else. At
Nah,
this point, we should have stick with the Mark Williams trade.
because it's just like I don't know. It's just he's to me the Aiden thing is the most frustrating part about the Lakers, but there's multiple frustrating things about that team.
Do you think Pelinka gets fired?
No,
I heard he was in the hot seat.
he's always been in the hot seat. He's been in the hot seat since Kobe was about to retire.
Oh man. Well, anyways, enough Lakers, man. Let's talk about Kuminga, who's smiling and happy in ATL.
I want to start this off by saying, screw Pat Riley and the Miami Heat front office. We've been telling you guys for years. We've been we've been we've been telling you guys for years.
Oh man.
We've been telling you guys for years to get this man on the roster. Hold on a second. I have to. We'll take a timeout real quick. I have to do something. There's a loud knocking going on. I got to address it. I
All
will be
right.
back.
Yeah, thing, man. Ah. That's exactly what's going on when a guy is a Miami Heat fan. He always wants those players, but hey, your front office um it is made of Pat Riley. He's the decision making guy. So obviously you're not gonna get those players that you want. Not saying that Pat Riley is a bad GM, but he got LeBron, Bosh, and Wade to play together, but after since then, I don't know what Pat Riley has done. I mean, he got a Miami hit with Jimmy Butler that got to the finals from the play-in, but that's it. That's it. But those Miami Heat fans, man, they always think that Pat Riley is gonna make the right thing, but Pat Riley is, I think, is one of those GM that prefers to get his talent from the draft. I think that's what he is. We'll see. And yeah, but we were talking about like Jonathan Kuminga. This guy is playing happy right now. He's smiling. He got to ATL, and ATL acquired Anthony Davis. They got some talent over there. Although Anthony Davis is injured, I wonder when he comes back, like is the team gonna be better? Obviously, it's gonna be better with AD, but it's like the team. It's been a minute since we saw Atlanta Hawks be in a like what call it off season. Yeah. So I'm wondering like when the team is fully healthy with CJ McCollum, with Jonathan Kuminga, with or they got body healed, is the team going to be better? No. So yeah, that's why I'm wondering because this is a lot of expectations for an Atlanta Hawks team.
All right, sorry about that, people. The commercial
Oh,
break is over. I am back.
wait. AD got traded to the Wizards, right? Not the Hawks.
No, he got traded to the Wizards.
I keep thinking he went to the Hawks. Never
No,
mind.
no, he's a wizard.
He is a Wizard. So yeah.
He's a
But
wizard.
Atlanta got Kuminga, they got CJ McCollum, they got Buddy Hield, they got Gabe Vincent. So yeah, Nico Alexander Walker. I mean,
They have
uh,
players I like on that team, but that team that's not like a. They're
yeah,
not. There's nothing they could do to shock me.
uh, really?
I'm being so serious.
I
Like
think I think the
CJ
team is pretty
McCollum,
solid
CJ
now.
McCollum's older. Nikhil Alexander he's nice. They got Kuminga.
He's a
They
nice
just look
champ.
they just look like they have a bunch of parts right now. They just have a bunch of parts for that. That's what it feels like to me. But again, screw Pat Riley, man. We've been telling you, me, and we were like, you could get Kuminga for nothing. You could get Kuminga for cheap. Just get Kuminga. We could do this for Kuminga. We could get a young talent who's been itching to develop and add to his game and be given a chance. We could get Kuminga. We could nope. Nope.
Yep.
And now we gotta watch him play for the Hawks and you know
Be
it,
happy.
be happy. But at the same time, this could be a thing where what's it called? He plays well for a couple games and then he comes back down to earth where he's like inefficient and teams remember how to guard him. They're just like, hey, you're still Jonathan Kuminga. We know how to stop you. And then it looks bad again. So who knows? Who
Really, you
knows?
think so?
I think so. It doesn't take much. I mean, at this point, teams do know how to
Because
defend.
now he has more freedom.
Yeah, more freedom.
Maybe he will be able to, play his game and go around being guarded by teams, maybe he has more tricks in his bag that we were never exposed to.
Probably, but he still doesn't have a jump shot, so it does. It's not like
That's the issue. In today's NBA, you gotta have somewhat of a jump shot.
it's not like teams don't know how to guard people without a jumper.
So how
We
long AD is out for? AD and Trey are out for?
I don't know how long Trey's out for. I mean, with Anthony Davis, who knows? He could come back, and then
Be out
something
again.
happens, and he steps on a crack on the ground in the arena, and then it's just. Poof. You never know with Anthony Davis. That's
Because
the beauty of having Anthony
if
Davis.
AD and Trey Young comes back, can the Wizards are the Wizards looking better or I really thought AD went to the Hawks.
No.
Why did I
Are
think
the
that?
Wizards looking better? I think they are just the Mavericks of the Eastern Conference. Is that crazy to say? Is that crazy to say? They're the Mavericks of the Eastern Conference.
I think they're a little bit better.
You know, you got a point guard in Trae Young who capable, but in all of his seasons, this is one of his bad ones. I will say it's not one of his better seasons. So you have that, and then you have day to day Davis. Doesn't matter what uniform you give him, he's still day to day Davis. You know, past his prime Davis.
Yeah.
And then surrounding that, you have a bunch of young talent that
You
you
got
have
you
to.
got D'Angelo Russell.
Let's be honest, man. That
That's
ship has sailed. It hurts me every time I gotta rag on
I
D'Angelo
know
Russell.
that's okay.
But it's
You
okay because
have
they also got Sharif
you
Cooper,
got
but I'm pretty sure
Alex Sor, you got Keyshawn George,
Sharif
you,
Cooper is gonna go back to the G League, maybe for sure. And,
you got Sharif Cooper, Cam Whitmore,
ugh.
he's my guy.
Ugh,
Yeah.
so I don't see
But anyways, man, I don't know. So let's talk about the MVP.
if
MVP
they got
race.
chemistry. I don't know.
Well, if they got chemistry, something might happen. Let's talk about the MVP race. Because of injury, we're getting Cade as an MVP.
Cade Cunningham.
I don't agree with that, bro.
I agree. Because
I don't.
Cade is playing at an MVP level right now, and
I
he
That's
is
why I don't agree with it.
and
I
he
want him to
is
earn it, not because of injury,
he is
but
earning it though. He is
with his
earning it.
own merits.
He is earning it still. He is earning it still.
You want to think Luca should be part of that conversation?
No, hell no, no. And this
Really?
might be a crazy take from my position, but Luca's numbers are smoke and mirrors. All right, it's 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 candy. It's meaningless calories, man. Because his defense is bad. The Lakers are dog shit as a team and an organization. And let's face it, when he scores when he scores and he's on a tear, it's beautiful to watch. When everything is clicking for Luca, it's beautiful to watch. But man, we can't ignore the ugliness of his game anymore. We can't do it. That is not a that is not a to me
So,
to me to
so
me
to
Luca
you,
right now.
Luca should not win an MVP
No, not at this.
ever.
Not at. I didn't say not ever, but this season he's not. No, the year he should have won it was probably the year he was averaging 34. I think when he was averaging 34 and a half. That's when he had a case for MVP, a legitimate case for MVP. But this time around, I can't say that. No, I can't give that to him. Right now, Luca is one of the best players in the league for sure. He's Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? He's Jason Tatum. He's
Luka
Jason Tatum.
Doncic is averaging 32.7
That's fine.
points,
That's
7.8 rebounds,
beautiful.
8.6 assists.
Beautiful. Okay, be gorgeous.
The
Gorgeous. Where
Lakers right now are sitting in the sixth position.
okay. And they're not
So
contenders.
other Pistons contenders.
What? Yes.
And what East?
In my opinion,
Not
yes.
then the East that has the Boston Celtics. The
Absolutely.
East that has Cleveland Cavaliers with James
Yes.
Harden.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Hey. I'm not talking crazy. The Pistons, yes.
Actually, come on, man.
Yes. You just looked up where they're at in the cities. Look at where
The
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 Pistons are at.
the Pistons that are losing right now to the
Look at where the
Cavaliers.
Pistons are at.
Okay, they first. Okay,
They're first. Okay. It's like, what do we, man? The
but
Pistons,
still, that
the,
they don't have playoff experience.
they do have playoff experience. What are you talking about?
They're not deep in the playoff.
What are you talking about? They have playoff experience.
Not deep. We're not talking first round, bro.
Oh, you're talking conference finals, and they
Yeah,
man, they have the Pacers didn't have that experience, and they went all the way. So
Because that was an
let's pump
anomaly.
the brakes. Let's pump the brakes on that experience talk real quick. Because Halliburton went on one of the greatest playoff runs we've ever seen.
That was an anomaly. And they
Ex-
got exposed.
we've had he got hurt. They took the Thunder to 7. Let's
They
not do
got
that. They took Oklahoma City Thunder to 7, and
still got exposed.
he tore his Achilles.
Okay, as soon as he went down, what happened? That's not when we're talking playoff scene, playoff experience. What I'm trying to tell you is you remember that 2010, 2011 final between the Celtics and the Lakers, where Kobe was heavily guarded and Pau Gasol had to step up.
Yes,
Okay, so who stepped up for when Ali Burton went down?
and
Or
TJ McConnell, he did his best. He did the
listen
best
to
he
TJ
could.
McConnell.
He did the best
How
he
many
could.
points did TJ McConnell get in those? Please, man, come on, don't make me a hater.
He did the best he could.
Don't turn me into a hater
He
tonight,
did
bro.
the absolute best he could.
I'm trying to be.
But yes,
Come on, man.
The Pistons have the potential to make it to the finals. They do.
What? Okay,
They have the
all right.
potential to make it to the finals this year.
The Pistons. Let's say the playoff happens today. Because they're gonna be first by the end of the season because the way it looking, that's their spot. But let's say it happens today. They're gonna have to play either the Heat or no, either the Hawk or the Hornets. They can beat those.
They can beat all of them.
They can beat the Hawk or the Hornets. Okay. Now next, I don't think that Pistons team can hang out with the Celtics in the playoffs, bro. I really don't. The Celtics got better.
Did they
And
though?
and and I'm somebody who hates the Celtics.
I don't think
I
the
will
Celtics
I
got
will
better.
I would love to see the Celtics get their ass whooped.
I don't think the Celtics got better. I just think they have the luxury of having an MVP caliber player who is playing at an MVP level.
Jalen Brown.
Yes.
But when they acquired Vucevic, they got a little bit better.
Not by much.
Damn, man.
Not by much.
Bro, don't make me that guy tonight,
Vu-
man. I'm telling you.
Vucevic is not turning the needle for me enough in a playoff series. I'm sorry.
But he's gonna guard the paint and he's gonna contribute. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
There's only one team that I fear
I don't
when
even
it
think
comes to
you're
the
beating the Cavaliers.
we're not even. I'm not even considering the Cavaliers. The
The only
team
reason why I'm giving you that is because the Cavaliers are shit when it comes to the playoff.
That's why I'm not worried about the Hawks of the East, the 2016 Hawks Cavaliers team. I'm not worried about them.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm not sticking to that. But I don't think
There's only one team in the Eastern Conference that I think is going to give the Pistons a run for their money. I'll give you the Celtics just because the Celtics are, I'd say, besides the Pistons, they're probably the best coached team in the East. I'm okay with saying the Celtics are the best coached team in the East, and they have more experience than all these other teams when it comes to making deep runs in the playoffs and going to the playoffs. I will give you that. But again, that's predicated on a great team with good coaching and a player playing at an MVP level. That's the Pistons right now. A player playing at an MVP level, a well-coached team, and solid personnel around that star player. That's why they're the number one seed. To be the number one seed, you've had to play the teams that you're going to see in the postseason. Have you not?
Bro, I agree. I agree with all that. I agree with all that.
But the only team that I fear really is the 76ers. Because Tyrese Maxey, when we're talking about these MVP conversations, Tyrese Maxey, man. Tyrese Maxey, if he hasn't arrived, he's coming. There's a storm called Tyrese Maxey, and he's on the way.
VJ is playing good.
VJ's playing well. Embiid is for some reason playing well. He hit a game winner against my team the other night. So and just with the way they played the 76ers, but I still it's still I have high hope with the Pistons because of the game they played against San Antonio. To me, San Antonio is my championship favorite because I said this in the early seasons of the pod. In this season of the pod, I highlighted the San Antonio Spurs. To me, they're still my favorites to win it all. And the game they played against the Pistons and how neck and neck it was, I can't be like, oh, the Pistons aren't a contender and don't have a. I can't.
Bro. San Antonio.
I can't say that against the Pistons, man, because Cade is playing at an MVP level that he does deserve. I still like
the only reason why I'm high on San Antonio is because they keep whooping the Thunders. So I'm like, okay, mate. And they did that with Wemby playing restricted minutes.
I do love that's a Western Conference Finals matchup for sure. And then with the East, the Pistons, I believe in the Pistons. I believe in the Pistons and experience, like you said, experience it come into play for them. But Cade Cunningham, Cade Cunningham has arrived.
They are playing a very intense game against Cleveland right now. It's 13 seconds left. Cleveland is leading by 1 point. Cleveland has the ball.
Hey, man.
Very, very intense. But I don't think Harden is playing tonight. Harden got injured, right? He injured his finger.
He injured his finger. And even in the fact that you bring up Harden, right? I should believe in Cleveland, but it's like we know Harden in the playoffs already. We know what he do.
I know Harden in the playoff, and I know Donovan Mitchell in the playoff. That's why I'm not too high on him.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, he's giving you great playoff performances, and then he's also giving you
bomb-ass playoff performance too.
Bad playoff performances. And then you have it doesn't even just it's not just with him. Then you got Jared Allen, who he fell off in the playoffs. Evan Mobley, he fell off in the playoffs.
Crazy. But to move on, man, let's discuss.
So who's your MVP? Since you was like, I don't want Cade Cunningham. Who's your MVP?
No. You see, I'm happy you asked me that question because people got me wrong. I'm not saying I don't want Cade Cunningham. I said I don't want Cade Cunningham to win an asterisk MVP.
It's not going to be an asterisk MVP for me.
People are going to be like, oh, it's because this and that got injured and didn't play 65. So I don't want that. I just think MVP it's not a title that I care for, honestly.
It's great. It's great for debate in the regular season. Even like for legacy talks too, they're like, oh, MVP, he had an MVP and all this other.
Because the team can be.
But they do need to change that rule, though.
Yeah, they need to do that. But I don't know, man. I'm thinking MVP. Cade has a legit claim to it. I think Luka still have a claim to it. I even think Wemby can put his hat in the ring for it. Although it's early in his career, but that's my opinion. Yeah. So let's discuss gambling.
The floor is yours. I don't gamble. I don't do such things.
You know what's crazy? I haven't gambled in 3 weeks. I'm telling you, life has been getting in the way, bro. When you called me earlier to record, I was deep asleep, and that's usually around the time that I put my picks in. But the thing is, I don't think gambling should have an impact on thinking of or I don't think gambling should have an impact on whatever the league is doing. I don't think gambling should have an impact on anything any sport is doing, because Gambling is like I come to you and say, yo, Ollie, I bet you Harden is gonna put 40 tonight, and you say no, he's not, and then that's it. That has nothing to do against the rules. But I don't know. I know that the reason why they want to do that is because, for example, if I know the Jazz are thinking, I know for sure that they're gonna lose, so I can take the Jazz to lose at high level of money, high value of money. But then again, why don't you change your what's that line, what you might call that thing, like plus minus or whatever you call it in Vegas thing, because you know that too. So why are you putting pressure on the league to have like an anti-thinking policy? I don't think gambling should have any say in what's going on in the sport besides putting stats line. That's it.
And that's why I ultimately would like to see Adam Silver get the boot. It's time. It's time for a new. It's time for a new commissioner because
Who? You know what I saw? I saw somebody saying that so don't forget your thought, but because you said new commissioner, and that made me think about Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner. You know they are gonna do the same thing that the NBA is doing, giving streaming rights to Disney Plus, Prime, and all of that. So yeah, people are saying, "Yo, you're coming off the best viewership you ever had, and you're gonna mess that up." So when you said the league need the new commissioner, I was like, who are you gonna hire? Was you Goodell? And then that came to my mind. But
oh God,
who are you
definitely,
gonna hire as commissioner? Chris Paul?
man. There, it's some candidates out there. Just go find them. Go. It's league offices.
Chris Paul was a good NBA union president.
Exactly.
I think
But it's like let's look down the list. You've made the watching experience more tedious.
terrible. Because that
The one
that game,
saving
that
grace,
Cleveland game is on ESPN.
the one saving grace we can give you is you've made efforts to revitalize All Star Weekend, and it was
Which
good this year.
was it?
And All Star Weekend to me was good. The consensus, dunk contest aside, because I'm not
Oh,
dunk contest is the only stain of the All Star Weekend, and it's been a stain in the past. So, but it was good. It was good. In season tournament, it's lost some of its luster because I never really cared for it really when it first popped off. But to see the courts and the presentation, okay, fine. But then
it's like the people are saying, Adam Silver is the type of commissioner. Anything doesn't go right, he gives you a tournament.
exactly, and here's my issue is I've said this before too when we like joking when I was like, "Yo, David Stern, the late David Stern, he wouldn't allow half this shit."
Mm-mm.
So, and we'll go down the list: the Terry Rozier scandal, the Terry Rozier gambling scandal. The only scandal that he fixed that he like put a stop to, put the hammer down on was Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. That because he had a scandally thing too, where he was betting his unders because he was getting garbage minutes. So he handled that. Then he handled the Terry Rozier thing. Then the Chauncey Billups thing happens, where it's gambling and corruption on a larger scale for a team in your league, and we hear nothing about it till this day. The most that happens is Chauncey loses his job. Fine. But you hear nothing about the staff involved, the players involved, the team owner, nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Then we get into more corruption. The Clippers organization, where they were able to find that extra money to give to Kawhi with the shell company. Nothing. No consequences,
Nothing
no
at all. Yeah.
reprimands, nothing. Just
Yeah, you
it
didn't
was
hear
in the
anything.
news for a couple of days and we just forgot about it. Nothing. Now you want to target teams who are tanking when tanking has been a part of the NBA for decades.
Yeah, but it's not right.
It's okay. It's not right, but put it this way. There's ways to tank and there's ways to do better or do what you got because you're a bad team. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if I'm doing a good job of explaining it, but like when you look at the Thunder, for example, there were some seasons where they weren't in a position to tank, but hey, let's rest this guy here. Let's do this. Let's position ourselves instead. Like it's like a weird game within the game strategy. That's where you get the process with the Philadelphia 76ers. That's where you get you know what I'm saying? If we look at if I go back further, that's where you get like the Patrick Ewing going to the Knicks, which has potential corruption tied to it because the ball just magically happened to fall in the. That's neither here nor there. But for you to just say, oh, we want to combat tanking and do that, and you had seasons to address it. You would decide to address it when the gambling companies are making phone calls to you because they're like, oh, Vens notices that Lauri Markkanen is not going to play tonight because the Utah Jazz are tanking, so he takes
Mm-hmm.
all Utah Jazz unders.
Mm-hmm.
That's not on the viewer. The viewer could care less. Because to the viewer, they're like, I'm gonna make some money off of this. My team's gonna tank. We're gonna get a draft pick to hopefully become better. That's what they're gonna do. So you penalizing it for the teams for the sake of entertainment. Get out of here with that. Because it's the gambling organizations. You just snitched on yourself. You just told the rest of the viewers in the league that the league is in bed with gambling companies. That's what you just did.
Exactly.
That's what you just did. So to me, it's like you're mishandling the way you've mishandled the league's relationship with these gambling entities is enough reason for me to be like, you got to get the boot. But then it's like at the same time, we don't know how deep the corruption goes.
No, you don't. You don't
So
because I think it's on a deeper level because obviously Adam Silver is the commissioner, but I think those big GMs are ultimately the people that are running the league right now, anyways.
I can't. It's. I mean, I can't disagree with you because I'm still waiting for the Clippers to get reprimanded for what they did,
No, they're not. They're not
and
gonna.
they're
You're
like,
not gonna hear anything.
it's like, what as commissioner, you can't just brush everything under the rug and look to distract your fan base with these tournaments and these and all like you. We only get All Star Weekend once a season. Like, there's only so much distracting you can do before you actually have to enforce integrity for your league, and he just hasn't done that.
Yeah.
So it's just which is why I was so anti gambling entering sports in the first place because
But
like
gambling been there
it's
since.
all yeah it's always been there under the table, and to me
But now the only thing that's different now is that they are sponsoring those
that's my
sports.
problem because it's like
Because you're watching a game, you have like 20 gamblings commercial, all those companies are getting
and I
commercials.
hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that because it's like it to me it stains the integrity of the game. Whereas if when it was under the table and it wasn't something that was a part of the capitalistic infrastructure within the sports industry, when it was just something that was done by like people at someone else's house or people at
Mhm.
like in casinos and things like that, and they had no legitimate way of influencing outcomes. They had no way of like really getting their hands on insider knowledge. And if they did, it was clear corruption and it got dealt with. But with
Mhm.
this, it's like where it's like the police policing themselves. And they're not gonna do nothing.
No, nothing's gonna happen.
As a fan, I can't watch that because it's like
It's killing the sport.
It is. I'm not for it, man. I'm not for it. So to me, get the boot, man. Like if we have to raise David Stern back from the dead, we'll do what we have to do. We'll find another David Stern. Find another David Stern, man, because it's just oh my goodness.
All right, so we're gonna move into soccer.
Yes. Let's move into the second stage of corruption.
Oh,
Soccer.
that was the
For,
first stage. First
for,
stage
for
of corruption.
time and time again, Real Madrid is matched up with Man City. for
That's
the
that's that's like the girl I cannot get away from, man.
for the UCL.
That's that toxic ex that keeps
Is
following me
there
all over.
possible corruption in the waters of football, matching you guys up time and time again?
Yeah, of course there is. And if you look at the table, the side that for Real Madrid to get to the finals, we have to beat Man City, Bayern, Liverpool, Paris, or Chelsea. This is crazy. Meanwhile, on the other side, Arsenal has a clear path to the
Yes,
to
we
the to the
know.
semis
Yes, we
because they can
know.
beat Leverkusen.
We
They
could
will
lose to
beat it.
Leverkusen too. We're Arsenal.
No,
Okay,
not
say
that
we know.
Arsenal that I'm watching.
All right.
They can beat they can beat Bordeaux because I think Bordeaux's gonna beat Sporting.
Yes,
And
Porto's beating Sport.
Atletico's gonna beat Tottenham. Atletico's gonna face Barcelona.
I'm
And the
scared.
winner of that is gonna face Arsenal.
I'm scared. Barcelona, don't let what happened to you happen again. Don't let
So
it happen again, Barca.
this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Because when you look at the table, man, it doesn't make any sense. And I don't think that's a drawing. I think it's just it's politics. Because as soon as we won, they asked Thibaut Courtois, what do you think? And Thibaut Courtois was like, yeah, we're gonna get Man City. And it's crazy that Thibaut Courtois and Rudiger they have faced Man City more as Real Madrid player than when they were playing at Chelsea. This is
Oh,
crazy, bro. This is crazy. This don't make any sense, man. I don't know. I don't even know. But anyways, as a Madrid fan, how do I feel about it?
yes.
I'm not scared. I'm not saying that City cannot rise again, but the City that used to give me problem and that I still beat is not the City of today.
Mhm,
They have a lot of internal issues. They have a lot of things going on. Not saying that Madrid is in perfect shape,
mhm.
but I think we are with Arbeloa coming, Vinicius gaining his confidence back, we are in a better position.
Mm,
Although in that Benfica game, I don't know what was going on with my midfield for the first 30 minutes of the game. But as soon as we got a goal, we took a goal, the same woke up and Chumini scored a beauty. That was a beauty, bro. I was like, bro. And to put the cherry on top of the cake, Vini
Then he
scored
scored again,
another beauty.
and he danced again.
Same dance. I need that celebration in FIFA. I need it. I don't think they're gonna put it, but I need it. I need it. Um, but yeah, that's the way it is. And hopefully by the time the round of 16 come, Bellingham can be back. We can get Edia Militao back because that kid, Raul Asensio, put him in the same back because he's the one that cost me the top of the table this weekend. Whoever in that podcast following, whoever said that Raul Asensio was the second coming of Sergio Ramos, you are crazy. You are insane. You need a straight jacket. We need to call like a place for you to get treated. That kid is playing against Madrid, bro. In La Liga, you cost me 2 goals. 2 goals. Because the penalty doesn't happen if he didn't make that mistake. Because Courtois was covering the ball.
Courtois was
Why did
already
you
covering the ball.
book it off with you? Why did you kick it? And now Courtois hit the guy, penalty. And then, and the end of the game, like we won, we tied. If we stay like that, even if Barcelona wins, we still at the top. We tie. There goes I forgot his name. It was a former, I think it was a former Budimir. Was it Budimir? No, it wasn't Budimir that scored. Budimir scored the penalty. Whatever the guy named, he got the ball and then he like humiliated you. You slid like you were skiing to go hit like because you slid too early. And then go. And now in the Champions League again, you make another. You saw. I don't know if you were watching the game. As soon as he made the mistake, Woodziger went to Arbeloa and was like, "Bro, what? We can't keep doing this. He's playing against us. He is playing against us. Like, yo,
Shove him out the game.
2 games,
Hey.
3 goals.
So you hope that you make it to the round of 16, and
He got injured. I'm not happy about his injury. Don't get me wrong.
we don't celebrate injuries here at the podcast.
No. He got injured at the end of the game. So now Arbeloa is playing Alaba and Rudiger, which in my opinion is a lie. They too old, not enough quick reaction. So I need another center back to come back. Either Dean Hudson gotta get healthy. Either Militao, who is the soccer version of Anthony Davis, gotta get healthy. Especially that it's Brazil needs him in the World Cup.
I can't disagree with you there. He be getting hurt a lot.
Yo, the injury gods don't like him.
He be getting
this
hurt.
guy came back. This guy came back from a torn ACL on the left leg.
He got one on
First
the right.
game back, he got one on the right.
Bro.
Like, the injury gods don't like him, man.
At some point, he did something.
Yeah. He did something to someone. So, but I don't know. This kid, I'm not a guy in soccer that will tell you to remove a kid when he's morally down, because it was when he first started, when Ancelotti gave him a chance. He was playing like he was playing like he was a second coming of Ramos, and then
he came back to earth.
No, not hurt. Xabi Alonso came and said he did not like him. He wanted Dean Hudson. Obviously, the kid's mental, because he's a kid. He's like a baby. I think he's probably 19. He's a kid. His mental got affected. But I don't like the Alaba Rudiger like in the lineup.
You're gonna have to deal with that for the time being, though.
Not saying that they cannot play, but I just don't like it. Oh, he's actually 23. Yeah, he's a baby. He's a kid.
His confidence could still take a.
Yeah.
At that age.
So we'll see how that goes. I think the round of 16 start mid-March. Yeah, mid-March. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But your Barcelona is back on top of the table.
I root for 2 teams. I am an Arsenal supporter. Yes, people. I am an Arsenal supporter.
You're an Arsenal supporter?
See. It's been rough. It's been rough for me. Okay.
Oh, you're a gunner. Okay.
See. Look.
I didn't know that.
Because I stay loyal. I stay loyal to the soil. Okay. Arsenal supporter.
I'm a Liverpool fan. Cannot wait for that Madrid Liverpool we won.
I'm a Barcelona faithful. I am a Miami Heat sufferer, and I am a Panthers hopeful. That those are the teams that I support. And I will say I'm scared for Real Madrid. I don't care about Arsenal right now. Arsenal's like if Arsenal goes on a Cinderella run somehow, I'm happy. I can only be happy if we get booted. You know,
Your two teams are gonna meet in the finals. That's all I on in the semis.
in the
That's all I
semis,
can tell you.
we can. No, we're gonna meet in the semis.
My two teams have a possibility to meet in the semis. So.
Yeah, I know for
And
sure we're gonna
then
meet in the semis.
we might have a full Liga Champions League finals or a full EPL or a Liga versus EPL.
I say Liga versus EBL.
Hey, as long as you get eliminated, I don't care.
Right back at you. Right back at you. Right back at you.
Well, but
Because realistically the third team on there that scares me that I do care about a little bit is Atletico. It's just not new. I've always expressed my love for Atletico, even though they're a
Atletico's
nice
pretty
little
dope, man. They are well coached teams.
they're a
No,
well coached team. They're a team.
Cholo has been doing a good job with them.
Yeah,
He created the team based on how he used to play. That's what I like to see in a coach, man. You were a bad boy back in the day. You create a bad boy team. I love
it's
it.
like it works. So
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna do. It's one of those teams where you don't have to be a fan of theirs, but it's like how can you not like this team?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I feel about it.
I mess with Atletico, man.
I
They will
mean,
not be my first choice when I play FIFA, but I mess with them. I like
they're gonna be my top three choice when I play FIFA for sure.
I like watching them. Nah, my teams when I play FIFA are Real Madrid, obviously, but I've not been playing with them lately. I play with Liverpool a lot. And the other day I tried Chelsea, but I was disappointed.
We still
Uh,
got it.
the teams that I like in each championship, Real Madrid is not on top of their form. It's only Liverpool that I know that I can play with. There's I used to love AC Milan.
Me too. Like
Yeah,
back then I used to love AC Milan. Yeah,
I used to love AC Milan. Looking at them right now, they need the whole Serie A need a serious rebuild because what happened to Intel? Mm, mm, mm. I was so disappointing. That I was so disappointed to see what Bodo did to Inter to eliminate
when you
them.
talk about fall from grace,
Ugh, Jesus, bro.
the plane crashed from grace. It didn't fall. But speaking of crashing and burning, FIFA feels like they fucked up with having the World Cup in North America.
They did fuck
Uh,
up.
yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing.
They
I
did.
wouldn't. You have constant issues with ice. Mexico is in a state of burning.
Mm.
Um,
The only
so
stable place right now is Canada,
and
more or less.
they lost Olympic gold medal recently on the ice. People in shambles. So it's just not a good time for the North American continent right now.
No, it's not.
Um, but my biggest issue with FIFA, and I was watching a documentary on Netflix, the FIFA documentary, but I didn't need to see that documentary to know one thing: FIFA is corrupt. I don't need a documentary to know that FIFA is a corrupt organization, predicated on favors, lies, and money.
Mhm.
And that's the reason why the United States uh, is even in contention for being a host, or is even hosting the World Cup. There's never been like I
Listen,
don't know. It's just of
I'm gonna
all the
tell you
time.
this though. I'm gonna tell you this because the firm that I work for, I said that before in the podcast. The chair of my practice was one of the guy that advocated to have the finals in New York. So I'm well, not New York, New Jersey. Well, we see you see what I'm
New
saying.
Jersey.
I'm gonna tell you this, though. The whole FIFA, NBA, NFL, this and that, it's not about what truly, who truly deserve it, what truly matters. It's it's like a dick measuring contest. It's who has the biggest dick at the end of the day. Because the two cities that were down for the finals were LA and New York. And when they were discussing and discussing and discussing, the chair of my practice just said that, okay, LA is like, well, tourist attraction and all that, but we have the better subway system. And the cost of everything is less in New York. But because he had the backing of certain people, they were like, okay, New York, New York, New York, New York. So
That's all it is. That's literally, and it's just
mhm,
and it's down to the prices. The way the World Cup used to be more accessible to for other people to be able to support their country. For it to be in the United States, and suddenly things are shifting to where it's not as affordable, to where people from overseas don't even care to go.
mhm.
People from overseas who would go elsewhere to support their country in the World Cup don't even care to go to the United States. The
But
United States is like,
there's something deeper going on with that people with those people from overseas because why I don't want to get arrested in foreign territory because I came here on a visa. And
exactly, that's my point.
okay, let's stick with our country because we know we are Haitian, we know what's happening and we hear what's happening. Haiti, what right now, the only supporters they're gonna have are people that are living in the US, the Haitians that are living here, and even those Haitians are scared to go because of everything going on with the whole immigration thing. But like, let's say our cousins or anybody that we have over there that will wanna come support Haiti. At first, they had put something out that says if you have a ticket for the World Cup, they will give you a visa. They stopped that. No Haitians is getting approved to come watch the World Cup. So when you have Haiti, that is one of the biggest soccer nation in the world. Not saying that our team is top three or top 10, but we are very, very involved in soccer. And FIFA knows that for a fact, hence why they organized that Brazil versus Haiti back in 2006 in Haiti for us to see those players that we grew up loving and grew up like loving to watch. When you have one of those nation, one of when you have this nation that is not allowed to come support their team that did not make it to the World Cup since 1974, they finally did it in 2024. I mean 2025 to go play in 2026, and now you ban those supporters. What are you telling FIFA? It's a middle finger to FIFA.
it is, but it's also it's just they couldn't have picked the worst host.
Yeah, for sure, for sure,
They couldn't have picked the worst
for
host.
sure, bro. I
Like
mean,
yes, in the beginning, I couldn't contain my excitement.
but
Country made it
the
to the World Cup,
US
qualified, but all this talk about,
the
we're
World
gonna
Cup
go to
didn't
the
happen here since 1994.
and
So it's like 31, 31 year later, it's worse than it was in 94. Because in '94, when it happened here, that was when Brazil won its fourth, yeah, fourth star. It it was. I mean, I was 3 years old. I didn't understand much, but I saw people enjoying themselves.
and that is probably was some corruption into, but when it comes to picking the host for the World Cup, there's always corruption involved, just as you said, where it becomes the who you know, it becomes what votes can you get, it becomes what you can do to have influence to get certain votes, down to who becomes FIFA president. The whole infrastructure is not built on good faith. So
Good,
it's
good. I don't think good faith. Good faith is just a word in the times we live in.
yeah, it's just the weird times we live in today. It's just and it's showing and it's showing. So to me, it's for them to decide where they're gonna move the games is funny to me because it'll be like being the United States, you did all these things, you shook all these hands, you know what I'm saying? Watch if you got moon just to
Mhm,
get to this point of being host for FIFA to come back and be like, "There's you guys have too much shit going on. We gotta go."
mhm, mhm.
So
But
that's the funny
regardless,
part
I
of
don't
it.
think they can change the host. So it's
It's
something that
FIFA.
we're gonna have to
They'll
live.
figure something out. It's FIFA. When it comes to
It's
corruption, if FIFA says
it's
jump and you don't want to jump, they'll be like, okay, we'll find a way we'll put a trampoline under you. It's FIFA. They'll figure something out.
we'll see, man. So we have a new segment that we are trying because people will be talking shit online, man. So I feel like it's up to us to make them remember. So that new segment's called "Was It Really Like That?" where we're gonna take a player that has been heavily disrespected from the NBA and a player that has been heavily disrespected from soccer and remind you of who that player used to be. So this week, the honor goes to Anthony Davis and Neymar Jr. The reason why Anthony Davis is in talk
Oh
is
god.
because I was scrolling down Instagram and I saw a young lady that was sitting on a stool say that Anthony Davis being top 75. This dude is never here. He's not a good player. And the only ring he has is like a asterisk ring. So I'm like, bro. But I forgive her because she looks really young. She looks like she was born in the 2000s, like 2004, 2005. So let's talk about it, bro.
I just called
Was
this man Day to Day Davis. I don't know if I'm
was AD really like that? He is day to day right now, but was
he's
he
Day
really
Day.
like that?
No, he was. No, he was. He was. One of the best college seasons. It takes to take it back to college. One of the best college seasons we've ever seen. Um,
Champion with Kentucky?
Champion with Kentucky and showcased an incredible skill set that young. Especially
Defense
defensively,
defensively,
being
yep.
able to block shots. The way he was, just the presence that he had, the quickness
Hmm.
that he had. Definitely. And then you talk about his early days in New
And New
Orleans.
Orleans.
He, he, I it,
Talking talking about the MVP, I believe we should have won one in New Orleans.
I believe I believe he was robbed of a potential defensive player of the year during his time there.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, just the level of play that was on display night in and night out. People were at his absolute best. He was getting Tim Duncan comparisons and Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons because of
Mhm.
just the finesse he had with the ball and how he never really played like a center. He just played like a really, really skilled four man.
Forward. Yep. Hmm.
In the lineage of power forwards who had that skill and touch to their game. You think guys like LaMarcus Aldridge in his prime, even a Chris Bosh, a Tim Duncan, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like the
I'm
close,
gonna say a name that
yeah.
might be disrespectful, but I like him because of his size and the way he ball. Zach Randolph.
Yeah, that's not they don't play the same remotely,
They
but
don't play the
with
same way, but
the like the touch and the skill
mhm.
set, I'll give you that one. A name that I was gonna bring up is Antoine Jameson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's an that's
Another player that got disrespected,
when I'm
but
like when I'm like fourth, like guys who aren't really imposing. Or I'll give you another one. This is the last one because I'm just thinking about like the because when I say these names, I'm thinking like lineage of like guys that came
mhm,
before Anthony Davis, where during that time he was the absolute pinnacle of what that lineage could achieve.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know how like we have like Wemby right now. To
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
Anthony Davis was in that realm for that position.
Mm-hmm,
When we
mm-hmm.
talk about all the power forwards who could shoot, who could dribble, who had skills, who could do he was like, it was all like meeting at Anthony Davis
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
came into the league. The name is Jermaine O'Neal. I say all that to say the name is Jermaine O'Neal,
Mm-hmm.
specifically when he was with the Pacers, a young Jermaine
Yeah,
O'Neal.
yeah, yeah. Young German only. Yeah.
It all met at Anthony Davis. Defend at a high level, shoot, streaky, but much. I will say streaky, but much better in his younger days.
Yeah. And what sells it for me is his ability to play defense, man. Because
Defense, take it off the dribble, comfortable taking
mhm,
threes off the dribble as well. To like not at a
eh,
high clip, but he was comfortable doing it. I'm pretty sure he had a 50 piece in New Orleans. So, like he
this guy had
solidified himself
what I
in.
say is he had good skills in a 7-footer spot.
He played point guard when he first started. Like he was a point guard in his early high school career too.
Exactly. So I mean, injury robbed us of his career, but even like the championship that people tend to discredit so much, the bubble championship, in my opinion, not because my guy won it, but anybody who will have won it, in my opinion, that was one of the hardest championships.
Absolutely, I feel the same. That was the best as a fan of basketball. That was one of the most enjoyable times to be a person watching basketball. I
Yeah.
got to see people like TJ Warren was dropping 40 was
Yeah.
dropping 40 bombs to start the game.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray had one of the greatest playoff battles I've ever seen in
Battles.
my
Yeah.
life. In my life.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking the Miami Heat Boston Celtics rivalry. Somebody
Oh,
went and put gasoline in that fire during the bubble. It was great.
he
I was
was. He
actually a
was.
fan of Bam
And
at that point. I
all
was a
that is
Bam fan.
all that was happening during uncertain times because we were exposed to something that we didn't even know what it was, and we were scared.
We
Like
was
so, and it's still, just because certain player did not want to compete, that's on them. But those who wanted to
that's
compete,
entirely on them. Luca was hooping. The what else happened during that bubble run? Didn't the Phoenix Suns go on an 8-game winning streak in the bubble or something
they were
crazy?
killing it, man.
Everybody except for the people who did not want to be the Clippers because they're the Clippers. Everybody not named the Clippers was
Was
hooping,
balling. They were
balling,
hooping. Yeah.
balling. Oh
And
my!
saying that that's an asterisk championship, that it wasn't guaranteed that the Lakers was gonna win that because every other team they were playing seriously.
They were playing. They were playing well, but I will say it was guaranteed for the Lakers only from the fact that before we went to a shutdown, the Lakers at that point going
We
into
had a
the bubble.
championship roster,
Yes, I will say that with the double big lineup and the way the Lakers were built
but what I
defensively,
say is when I say it wasn't guaranteed is that everybody else was balling. It's not like the everybody just laid down and let the Lakers like walk all over them. They content like they
Jimmy
played.
Butler, the Jimmy Butler run. See now my Miami Heat fandom is showing because y'all can never make me hate Jimmy Butler, man. The Jimmy Butler run in the bubble will forever be legendary. Not even that. Well, we could go to Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard had Austin Rivers praying to Lord God Almighty that he
Mhm.
missed.
Game time.
They there was too much happening. There was too
But
much
I
good
will, I will,
basketball
I
happening
will
in the
be
bubble.
forever grateful for those guys that entertain us during that time because
Oh man.
soccer was terrible because the guys were playing in they were playing in empty stadium and they did not want to give it their all.
No.
Well, for me, wrestling was even worse, but thank God for Joe McIntyre. He still make it entertaining. Besides basketball, everything else was just blah.
Oh my
So so
man.
I cannot stand when people are disrespecting that bubble
And
championship.
AD in the bubble, and
Monster.
this is an Anthony Davis
Monster.
who was still this is an Anthony Davis who was still battling injuries, and that's a testament to his talent. The fact that he was still able to play at that level, having the injury history that he had up until that point. If he becomes a what if, because you're like, if he's not injured, you're looking at
This
legitimately
is
you're looking at a
this is
all.
a guy. This is a guy that I watch myself sitting in a Dallas sport, coming like playing with a little discomfort that still give you 25 and double digit rebounds. So, and I'm saying this happened in October of last year, not even a year ago. So how are you gonna tell me this guy is not top 75? Come on, man. But
I
you
don't know.
know,
It's the same history too with Neymar. Neymar, wonder kid, wonder
yo,
kid, wonder
name
kid.
anybody that disrespects Neymar, please go
Just
watch that
open the vault.
Barcelona Champions League one before he left to go to Paris. Or if you want to know if Neymar can play soccer, go watch his early days at Santos.
As a kid,
Wonder kid, bro. Like he
wonder
had the
kid,
skill, he had
wonder
the
kid,
flair, he
wonder
had the
kid,
confidence.
wonder kid.
Brazil, Neymar with those yellow highlights in his hair. Yo, Brazil was just so happy and screaming everywhere. Thank God, thank God, thank God for Neymar. The only thing Neymar did wrong in his career was leaving Barcelona to go to PSG, and that was a decision made because of ego. That's why he called Vinicius and said, "Don't make the same mistake that I did." Because going to Paris on a and the other thing, Neymar did not let his injuries heal properly.
He didn't take care of his body.
Came back too soon many times,
Mm-hmm.
and he got injured again and got injured again. And Neymar came up at a time where Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Andres Messi were killing it, and he was still in talk for Ballon d'Or. Like that Barcelona one, even Messi told Neymar, if we won that, it's because of you. Please don't go to Paris. Please don't go to Paris. But he was like, nah, if I don't leave, I will always be in your shadow. Which I understand as a man, but that was the only mistake that he did. Besides that, Neymar was him. He was really like that.
Just watch the. There's a game. Just watch the game.
Neymar gave Brazil the only title that they were missing. Like Ronaldo could not give it. Ronaldinho could not give it. Kaká could not give it. Um, Pele did not
Pele
give it.
didn't do it.
Neymar gave Brazil an Olympic by himself. When I say by himself, it's not like he was playing against 11 people alone,
No,
but
but like
he was the key factor for
he
that
was the
Brazil one.
center point. He was the center point of the. Just go watch the Santos game he had against Ronaldinho, please. It's one of the
Come on.
greatest. It's one of the greatest. It's one of the greatest soccer games ever played. Just go watch it.
This
It's one of the
kid,
greatest football matches ever played. Just go watch that game.
and
And
again, testament to his talent.
his talent is
Couple months ago, Santos was gonna be relegated. He played injured,
played injured on a torn. What was it? The torn meniscus.
meniscus.
He
He
a torn
scored,
meniscus.
and he assisted.
Oh my god.
Come on, guys. And you're telling me Neymar wasn't really like that?
Uh,
He was. He was. And
if
honestly,
the Neymar's a tragedy because he is, and the quote is it's cliche but it's true. Neymar is the prince who couldn't become king. That's who Neymar is.
That is who Neymar is, man. Neymar, he's the prince who couldn't become king. Whether it was injuries, whether it was ego, whether it was how he took care of himself, whatever it was, he had the gift. I don't know how else to say it. He just man. You get emotional talking about players like him, man, because you're just like,
come on, man.
you're just like, why did he have to get hurt? God. Oh man.
Injury gods, man. Injury gods.
Oh man. You want to talk
But
about taking the
guys,
torch from
stop.
Ronaldinho, man?
Hmm?
You want to talk about taking the torch from Ronaldinho, passing the
Oh,
torch?
you took it and ran with it.
Man.
Took it and ran with it. And he gave respect. He gave respect. But guys, please stop with the disrespect, man. Them cats were really, really, really like that. All right. So I believe this is where we're gonna end the podcast tonight. We went
Indeed.
way over the time. But thank you for rocking with us. Sorry we couldn't air yesterday, but we on today. So we'll always try our best to come and give you the entertainment. All you gotta do is like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll rock with
Work a
you.
little stupid in the comments. Whatever.
Comment, yep.
Whatever it is. Call me crazy for being an Arsenal fan. That's fine.
No, come on, man. I know Gunners that are worse than you, bro.
I've heard it all before.
I'm a AC Milan fan, man. I'm a Brazil fan. We didn't win shit since 2002. So
Hey, man.
but it's always Ala Madrid. We're gonna take the top of the table this weekend. We are not Visca Barca over here.
Okay.
That's this guy. But you already know, man. It's all in good fun. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on the next one. All right.
Keep stacking days.
Peace.
Peace.